What is going on, everyone? We are back on another episode of my barn dominium build. We left off last episode getting the foundation poured, everything set up for all the plumbing underneath that. That is all poured, dried, ready to go, ready for the new building to be put on. Last episode, I got asked how far away am I moving? Am I moving out of state? No, I am moving pretty much down the road. It's only about a 20-minute drive from me currently, but more secluded. A lot more property, a lot more room for me to work and build my channel. There are 5 guys out here building this shop. No fancy tools, no lifts, no nothing. Just a few guys out there putting together this pre-built garage, basically. This is a metal building. It is 30 feet by 70 feet long. The sides of it are 11 feet tall, and the peak is right around 15 feet. They started out the day organizing, getting everything prepped and ready. All the footers and everything drilled into the concrete. Took them a bit of time to do that. I came out there after they already started doing that and tried to stay out of their way because I don't like bothering people while they're working. On the side, there was a couple guys behind the truck working on getting the wall bracings all built and ready to go. And together they just stacked those up. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on video because I left to go get them lunch and my camera died while I was gone. But by the time I got back, they had all those walls up, which is about 30 minutes. So didn't take long to get the actual beams and roof structure up. It took them less than 30 minutes to do that. After that, they started working on the siding, getting all that prepped and ready to go. I went with a two-tone color. This is a sea green blue, I believe it's called, and the bottom section is going to be a different color. It is a tan color. That might change in the future. I might do a little painting. The garage currently kind of looks like an old man garage. But I think if I add some wood accents or black accents, I think it will liven it up a little bit. And also, once windows start going in, I think that's going to help a bit. And that will help it make it look less like a garage. Also, when we get the driveway in, I can add a little bit more and make it a little bit more homey because it just looks like a big garage at this point. But half of this is actually my living space and the other half is the garage. 3 guys were working on putting up the siding while the other 2 were either putting in support braces or working on cutting out the garage and getting the garage doors all lined up and ready to go. It's also a very windy day, so it's a little bit more difficult for them to put up the siding by themselves. But like I said, I'm staying out of the way. I don't want to get in their way or bother them or anything. They were able to tackle this garage and build it so fast. This is just the first day of them building this house. It only took them about a day and a half to get it done. The 3 guys are working on the last bit of siding right now, and the other guys were working on getting the garage doors put in place. I also didn't get that on camera because I was working on time lapses and driving the drone around, getting all that working. Once my dad gets here, we walk inside and look around a bit more and get an idea of how big this place actually is. We knew the size of it going into it, but it was hard to see actually how big it is until you're there in person, seeing it for yourself. Second day for them, we're finishing up some final touches and also installing the roof. The roof took them maybe a couple hours to finish, along with installing the doors and some trim around the garage doors and up underneath the roof as well, trying to make it all waterproof and watertight. This all got done so fast. It was very cool to watch and just keep my distance, staying away. This is all very cool to watch and just see how fast they can work and put together this whole building. Pretty much no time. But once the roof comes on, you can see the full effect of what is going on and what it looks like inside. Have 2 doors in the front section. One will go directly into the garage while the other one is going to go into my house. Also going to install a back door in my living area as well. Going to work on getting more home doors for that. Ones that look a little bit more like a house door and not a shop door. Also apologize for the shaky drone footage. I wrecked my drone and the camera was having a hard time keeping still. I replaced the gimbal. It's all working good now, but while I was out there, it was kind of rough to try to get some camera footage. They're finishing up the final touches right now, getting it all ready to go. They left us with all the extra material. We got to keep it and use it for other projects around the area. We'll probably use it to build a fence around the well. That way it matches the actual living quarters and everything. But overall, for 5 guys working to get this done in a day and a half is absolutely crazy. Very impressed with them, and I will be definitely using them again once I want to expand the garage or even build a new one, because I already have plans to maybe build a new one. A little bit bigger, a little bit more working space. But for right now, let's just focus on this building, getting it done, getting it complete, and getting moved in. Come on in. Welcome to my crib. Man, this place is massive. You like it, Dune? It's your first time ever being out on a farm. The echo might be really bad in here, but I'm going to open these doors and hopefully it'll be a little bit better, a little bit brighter in here. Need to get some lights. There's some nice garage doors. Now that we have some light in here, you can see what's going on. It's big. It's really big. We're already starting to get some stuff in here, using it for storage, because it is going to be a while before I'm actually fully moved in here. A lot of work to do, and a lot of work needs to be done before we even get to that point. Parents have been collecting some wood. Got a good deal on that. This is some leftover material from them building the place. Just using it all as storage currently. Think we can open the big one, Dune? Nice. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Now that the building's up, I kind of have a better idea of what's gonna go on with the whole living situation, along with the garage. Ceilings are really high. The walls are 11 foot tall, and the peak, I think, was 16 foot. I can't remember correctly. As for the walls of my building, I think I'm gonna go as high as I can with still having enough room for an attic or storage up top. So my plan is to take the walls all the way up to the beams, the lower part of the beams, and then the rest of that is gonna be attic space, so I can store parts or extra storage stuff that I need to put up there. I think the house would look good with arch ceilings and have maybe this exposed, have like an industrial vibe, but it does take away a lot of space that I could use for storage. And since the new garage is not gonna be this whole length, I think using the top up here for storage would be a good move to do. This line right here is pretty much the wall that's gonna be separating the house from the shop. And then everything over here is all shop use. I'm gonna have some storage along the sides, maybe keep toolboxes and everything over here. My dad and I have been talking about it and discussing where to put the lift, because we're definitely gonna get a lift in here. Probably gonna be putting it over here closer to the house side of everything. That way we have enough room to use the door and be able to pull a boat or something big in here and still have a lot of room left over for the lift out of the way. Out in the front, we have a door to enter the shop. That way I don't have to go through my house to get to the shop. This is the front door to my house. This is not gonna be a permanent door. I think I'm gonna get like a normal house door eventually. Not something that we need right now, but I think it will look a little bit more homey if I add another door. Also, we're gonna be adding another door in the back here. We would have added it already, but I'm not exactly sure where it's going, because I wanna get an idea of where my cabinets are ending along with the door to the pantry, and it's gonna go right in between that. I think it's actually gonna go right where that support is. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of modification to the actual building structure, make it go over and put a door right there. We'll figure it out somehow, because that's really the only place to put a back door, and I definitely want a back door. Like I said, it only took 5 of them 2 days to build this whole thing out. Not too bad. For me, by myself, I probably could have done it in 3 days, but this whole project is not going to be done overnight. It's going to take several months to actually get some work done. I'm going to be collecting a lot of supplies and material from Facebook Marketplace. I'm just trying to save as much money as I can on building this whole thing, because it's going to be expensive. Luckily, I've already collected a few parts. I'm going to pull the truck around and unload it, and you guys can see all the stuff I got. Looks like it all made the trip. Oh my God, these are heavy. I started collecting windows and doors. We'll start with the windows. I got 6 windows. These 2 are matching, and also these 2 are matching. There's one over here that's a little bit smaller. I'm thinking it's for the kitchen. And then it came with this one too, which doesn't match them because it has the grid pattern in it. It's also an aluminum frame. Yeah, aluminum frame one. It's an older window. Maybe I'll just install that in the shop side. Don't really want mismatching windows, but it came with it, so might as well keep it. These are vinyl windows, so they're a bit on the cheaper side, and I got them for what I think is a good deal. I got all 6 of them for $300. They are used, but they look to be in pretty good shape and kind of on the newer side. The main selling point, or the reason I got them, is because they were only like 10 minutes from my house, and me living in the middle of nowhere. It's really nice buying stuff that's really close by. I don't have to drive 2 hours to get anything. I have it kind of laid out in the orientation that I want. I want a window over here. This is the living room section. I'm envisioning it as a really big window for the living room. So maybe have these two right next to each other. I know there's some way you can connect vinyl windows to make one big one, so maybe do that somehow. I think that will look really good, but that is a big window because the wall is about right here to this post, and right there is the front door, so basically this whole wall will be a window. Not sure how that will look. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Right over here, I'm gonna have a window on each side of my bed. My bed is gonna be facing kind of right here. Going off my layout, that's how I have it kind of envisioned, but maybe take one of these big windows and move it over here too. The only problem with that is there's gonna be a carport on the other side of this wall. So I don't really wanna have a window shooting into the carport, but I don't have any windows planned for the side of the wall, so I don't know if that's gonna look weird. And then over here, there's not really any windows. There's no windows in my bathroom. My plans call for a window in the laundry room, but that's not necessary either. In the back here, there's gonna be one above the kitchen sink, and then also my back door, I'm planning on having a big glass pane window, so that will let more light in, and then obviously there's gonna be a big wall right here with no windows in it. So maybe the really big living room window would look really good, maybe. I don't know, I need to draw up some plans and get some ideas of what I think will look best. Now this door is a really nice door. It's a modern looking door. It's completely solid wood. It is an interior door, so I'm thinking about using it as my bathroom door. Maybe my closet door. I have so many other doors in the house, so I can use it for pretty much anything. Don't want to use it for the bedroom because it's kind of transparent, and I don't want to use it for the half bath for that same reason. But maybe a pantry door or the door in my master bedroom, closet door, not really sure. This was also a really good deal. You can see how much it is brand new, $650 brand new, and I got this for $40, and there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe a little bit of dirt and stains on it, but I think it will clean up pretty nice. I'm on Facebook Marketplace so much, so every time I come across a deal, I try to get it. I have pretty much all the windows I need. I need to start collecting more doors. I want the doors to look pretty similar in design to that. I want it all to be more modern on the inside, but obviously a good deal at the same time. And also keeping an eye on building supplies like 2x4s. These are all 1x4s, but I'm also gonna need some 2x4s to build this place. So I'm gonna get a game plan together to install these windows. Not really sure how to install them on a metal building, so I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. But for right now, I'm gonna take care of the sheep. I'm gonna feed them, and then my dog's gonna meet them also for the first time. I think he just got shocked by the, Dune, I think he just got shocked by the fence. He'll learn one way. Come on, Dune. Come on. You look more like the sheep than the actual sheep. Come on. Can you herd them? Dune is actually an Aussie doodle, so he might have some herding in him. Kind of. Oh no, they broke the thing. That was their feeding trot. They must have broke it. Dune. You're gonna scare him to death. Come on, Dune. Leave him alone. Dune. Dune. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. I don't think they like the herding dog. Right there. That's good. you think?
Yeah, not too bad for a couple amateurs.